Blog Talk Radio.
F-A-T-C-A-T, and y'all rockin' the Fat Cat Show. This is my show, F-A-T, watch the time on you. Say it one more time, F-A-T-C-A-T, and y'all rockin' the Fat Cat Show. This is my show, F-A-T, watch the time on you. Here we go. No matter what you say, I'ma spit it how I spit it, so you niggas can't forget it. Everybody is a critic. I walk in the dark with my chronicles Riddick, with my game up the bar, so your girl will let me hit it. Damn, man, my show's simply marvelous. You can stop the hating and debating, you can't argue this. Cause if you found something better, you would sit Moretta while wearing an ugly sweater. But my show you listening, so stop the whimpering. This is for the sinners and the born again Christians. Turn to Philippians. Nope, you can miss me then. If you wanna talk, take my number, you can hit me then. Cause you know my show is rocking. Fat Cat, remember that when your girl is shocking. When them headphones are knocking. Fat Cat Show and you don't stop the knocking. F-A-T-C-A-T, man, y'all rockin' the Fat Cat Show. This is my show, F-A-T, watch the time on you. Say it one more time, F-A-T-C-A-T, man, y'all rockin' the Fat Cat Show. This is my show, F-A-T, watch the time on you. Here we go. Yo, what's cracking? You rocking with your boy, the Deacon, the Sinister Minister, the Rabbi Raymond Noodle, the Chaplain of Fried Chicken's Last Rites, the Preacher's Grandson. Y'all know who it is, that's Fat Cat. And I was here with my dog, but I don't know what's going on with him right now. Don't even know what's going on with him right now, but I know we having a few little bit of we had a little thunderstorm and stuff here down here where we at, and my power went out earlier and the internet was acting funny, so I don't know if satellite bills is not here due to the internet acting funny or whatnot. I just had him on here, so but anyway, I know he'll be dropping in a minute. But anyway, I want to know how everybody out there feeling, how you doing, you know, especially those down here in Michigan, you know, Detroit, Michigan, yay, my hometown, and those who are out everywhere, those that are probably still out here protesting, you know, y'all keep it on, rock on, and also like we start every show, I want to give birthday shout outs to those that celebrating birthdays, you know, happy birthday to everybody, you know. Yeah. And also, we wanna give our well, I ain't gonna jump right into that. I'm just gonna say, just in case people don't give me, you know, my daughter's graduation is coming up, and I know it's a little bit different for the graduates this year because of COVID. And I just want to give the class of 2020 a round of applause also. I know it's different. I know it's different for y'all. Y'all don't really get to walk across the stage, but, you know, and the sad part about this for me is this is my daughter's first graduation, and I know this going to go down in history for her as not being really able to enjoy that first what up, Wallace, getting to enjoy that first walk across the stage, you know, but we gonna make it instrumental. And also, you know, I got my 11th year wedding anniversary is coming up, and I just want to say I love you to my lovely wife, you know, of 11 years. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you for sticking with a bum like me. but it's all right. It's cool though. I love my wife, and she definitely made me a better and different man. And so we want to also give our condolences to those who lost people. And I just seen one of my co-workers just lost her mom. LaWanda's, our thoughts and prayers go with you. Thank you, cuz our thoughts and prayers are out with you. as you deal with the loss of your mother. I heard it said that don't nobody know what it's like until you lose your mom. I'm thankful to have my mom still in the land of the living, but losing my grandmother was like equally, it's just equally like, cause that was my baby right there. That grandma, man, just that was something special. So just thank everybody for the heartwarm happy anniversaries and all that. And I don't know what's going on with satellite. I'm gonna try to get him one more time. See if I can get him in. Get him in here. I don't know why he didn't call. Just give me a minute, y'all. There we go, man. Why you ain't called back?
No, I had knocked over the internet.
Okay. So that's on your end. But anyway, yeah, we got T Satellite Bills back in the house. So anyway, man, I want to get into something that's been really on my mind. Like Tina Turner said on that movie. It's like, but Al Sharpton. I didn't watch George Floyd funeral in its entirety, but I caught some highlights of it. I saw the mayor bending over the casket and doing what he was quote unquote calling a cry for George Zimmerman. I mean, I say George Zimmerman.
You said George Zimmerman.
George Floyd. My bad. I don't want to bring that name up in here. For George Floyd, I saw that the so-called cry, and then I heard that Al Sharpton did a powerful eulogy, and I seen pictures of he had some black gloves on and all this and that, and I heard he got real. But my question is, do we supposed to really forget who Al Sharpton is doing all this because of a speech? Do a powerful eulogy rap wipe all of what he is out? Do it wipe it all out to you? That's the question. Do Al Sharpton get a do-over in your eyes?
Look, we talking about a funeral. We talking about a man that was killed for no reason. The last thing on my mind is a eulogy that Al Sharpton did. I'm not gonna say anything negative about the guy, because other things should be on our mind. Period.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but the thing is, when it comes to high profile things that happen, it's a circus within the circus. So
I know, but
listen.
I have to get back with Al Sharpton. Now is not the time for me to even give my opinion on it.
No, because the thing is, out of this, I'm seeing he done set up a march on Washington again.
Okay.
And I see he's trying to, I think this is my point. I think it's time for, I don't know who out there with younger blood that somebody that name isn't tainted as his. I know we all got our faults and stuff like that, but he, at this point in his life, he should be training somebody for the next generation to lead. He should.
Hey, I choose you.
Huh?
I choose you to be the next person.
Hey, I'm gonna do my part.
Are you ready?
I'm doing my part from where I'm at.
I ain't saying. I'm talking about you need to be the next person, man. You're well spoken.
Man, stop it. No, I choose you. You get out there and do it.
Hey, man, it will be my honor.
So what? I mean, with this all going, see, the thing with me is like, I'm tired of I said this before. I'm tired of the Al Sharptons. I'm tired of the Jesse Jacksons. It's time for some new blood. It's time for some new blood to do things. I never really trusted them too because they always taking a chunk out of the pie.
But who's going to hear Al Sharpton or Jesse Jackson? That's not even our era. Come on now. When's the last time you heard somebody say, "Yo, you know Al speaking next week? I'm gonna make sure I get one of them tickets."
So right now, who would you select right now?
Brother X. You know that's the cat that looks like Farrakhan.
Yeah.
Who else would I choose? What's that one chick name? I can't even remember her name right now. She's a good speaker, and she kind of knows what she's talking about. I cannot. I think her name starts with N.
But you know, my thing is, I think it's time to do something. So what's next? What do you think it should be next right now? What do you know? I know how you are with the voting thing, but what do you think should be the next move right now for the people that's still out here protesting and all of this and that? I done seen they had a couple of like the celebrities chiming in and you know everybody talking about peaceful protests and all of that. What are we in the short run right now? I know it shouldn't be an end to the game, but in the short run, what do you think? What would you like to see come out of this protest? These protests.
This is what I would like to do. For the cops that come in our community, beat people and kill people, they shouldn't feel that comfortable. They should know if you come in here shooting at somebody or you know disrespecting somebody's mother, auntie, you might get murdered. They feel way too comfortable doing what they do. Just the same way they did with George Floyd. Somebody should have jumped in and been willing to lose their life. But those cops knew these guys are. I mean, our guys are cowards. I said it before. Our black women will jump in to help before a black man will.
Mm-hmm. So I just, you know, and that's to anybody out there. What would you like to see in the short term? What would you like to see in the long term? You know, if you got it, if you want to talk on the show, you know, that number is 646-564-9728. Press 1 if you want to comment. And like I said before, you know, you could catch us on Blog Talk Radio. You could catch us on Spotify, iHeart, Deezer, TuneIn, Stitcher, all of them above platforms, or you could just watch us on YouTube or Facebook. You look like you.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever wanted somebody to fight them before?
Nah, I ain't that brazen.
I have, and it was so uncomfortable. I'm talking about the whole hood came out on me, and then my common sense started hitting me. I was thinking, what the hell was I thinking coming over here in somebody else's neighborhood?
Right. I get you.
And that's what the cops are doing. They come in our community, beating, choking, killing people's sons, their mamas, their aunties, their daughters. And why do you feel that comfortable to do something like that?
And you know what? And I get it. I get you on that too. Because even now, even after all the protests, even after all the destruction and all of this stuff and all that, you still see cops doing the knee on the neck procedure. You still see, it's like some of them just don't get the picture.
If you don't get the picture, sometimes we got to make you get the picture.
Amen. You don't have no argument with me from that. With that, well, let it go on for too long. We let it go on for too long. Okay, I got to put it too close. But we that's Brandy. What's up, Brandy? I see you. we did let it go because I mean just think about this from you could look at old speeches from Fred Hampton, uh, Fred Hampton, Malcolm X, even Marcus Garvey and all them from those like eras, and you could still and they still talk about the same things that we're facing right now. Just they were a little bit more brazen back then. Of course, you know we wasn't dealing with let's say Ku Klux Klan lynchings like that, but you could,
What are you talking about? It was really dealing with the Klan.
I, I'm I'm talking about here now in this era. I'm talking about in this era now, but it's more hidden. I know we still dealing with the Klan, but the Klan wasn't just coming up to our to the doorsteps and being like, "Come on out, you know this or that," and just dragging us about. But the cops are replacing the Klan. The cops are the new Klan.
Same thing.
Yeah,
It's the same thing.
yeah. So
I'm talking about the bogus search warrants with that girl that just died. She not just died, but she died in March. And those cops that killed her, what's her name?
I forgot.
They still,
that. Yeah, I forgot.
They still free. No charges been brought up against them or anything.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. We do have a call. Wait just a minute. You rocking with the Fat Cat Show? What's happening? Okay, maybe they just listening. Okay. But anyway, man, I just really, I wanna. I'm a man of peace, but I do believe that in revolution, if revolution, I know sometimes people, deaths come, death happens.
I'm talking about what kind of revolution do you know of where human life wasn't lost? Give me a revolution.
Hey, the civil rights movement.
Would you consider that a revolution or what?
Yeah, because it
or a peaceful sit-in?
Well, anything. A revolution is just going against what they consider the norm. Anytime it can be, you can have a peaceful.
I would say the civil rights.
You
was a revolution. It wasn't.
You wouldn't?
No, that wasn't a revolution.
Oh, okay. Oh well, what would you consider a revolution? What we doing right now? Just what we doing?
You know what? I would say what we doing right now. I would take that as a revolution, but it's got to go a step further. Okay. We haven't taken that other step, and the other step is to demand. Put in demands. I was talking to you about that yesterday.
Yeah, you did.
I'm saying I feel you when you talk about you not wanting to vote, and we never get nothing out of voting. We don't ask for anything either.
Okay.
Because it don't make no sense for people to go out there just to get the vote, because that's how they do us. They say, "Oh, we know black folks go Democratic."
Oh. So
we don't even have to promise them anything. Right. They don't come out and vote us in the office.
Right.
So that's got to change.
Right. So I feel you on that though, but I just want to know, what are you we gonna get into this next one. I just wanted you to know, what do you think about old girl Candace Owens? Her talking
about he was no mortar and all this bull crap. Yeah, she a hurt man.
So for those that don't know, we're gonna hop into what this young lady said, and is she? I mean, I don't know, the average educated black woman. Do you think they all have these type of views to a degree. Is it the education level, or is it just or let's just listen to what
and prove that he was
said.
high that day.
Wait a minute.
Fentanyl and methamphetamines in his system. Okay, so spare me your bull about him being on the right track. Okay, you people that are on the right track do not do meth and fentanyl and drop baggies of drugs onto the ground. Now, again, this is completely separate from whether or not this cop had any right to restrict him in the way that he did on his neck. I don't believe he did, okay? But the idea that you're now going to tell me that my blackness or my black part is now associated to how hard I want to defend this person, a career criminal, right? And make him out to be the modern day Malcolm X, you lost your mind. You really lost your mind. I'm tired of playing these games with Black Americans. They're saying it doesn't matter what his rap sheet was, and that we should...
Okay, I think you even gave her enough airtime.
Yeah. So what do you think? Is that?
I think what happened with him had nothing to do with his record.
Right.
Everything he's saying could be true, but to bring up his record, that's the stuff that white folks do to us. We don't do to ourselves.
You know my.
It's like she trying to give us a reason why he should be dead. You see what I'm saying?
You know what? I heard people.
Somebody need to bust her head to the white meat.
I seen even a post on Facebook today that were talking about why was he giving a horse and carriage draw like he's a criminal, and that's what I mean. Having the most infamous figures in American history, do they deserve to be?
But that's how you brainwash people. Just like they had people saying, "Oh, it's black on black crime, but black people killing each other." I've seen all this stuff with white folks saying this. You know what I'm saying? But they said it for us to repeat it back.
Right.
You kill whoever you were surrounded. White people, if they're surrounded by all white people, who gonna kill them?
Right.
Another white person.
Right. So I don't.
They giving that's an excuse to police us. That's an excuse to kill us. That's an excuse to incarcerate us. Come on now.
Yeah, it is. It's a shame. You know what? With me, I'm gonna say this. What happens a lot of times, and I'm gonna just be honest, because I don't care if your skin is black, white, blue, green, such and such. If you wrong, you wrong. You wrong, and sometimes it do come down to like we was talking about a little bit about the retired police officer that got killed in that trying to protect that pawn shop, and and people was like, if Black Lives Matter, what happened to that right there? Why did you kill the?
What do that have to do with what's going on now? That's my whole thing. What the hell do that have to do with it?
It's a lot when they try to victimize or call black
They're
people.
trying to change the whole narrative. Period.
Yeah, but
and you retarded if you go for that bull crap that they didn't use the same way you say you tired of voting. It ain't changed nothing. You should be tired of the games that they're trying to play on us. You know what I'm saying? The same bull crap.
Yeah.
I done seen a lot of racist stuff on social media about he was a criminal, he was this and he was that. So now they trying to give us a reason why they killed that man.
Yeah. It wasn't no good because the overall narrative, like I said, they even got to the point where they were showing I don't know what this had to do with anything, but they was getting to the point where they showed that he had a quote unquote white girlfriend, and another one was what he was accused of what, a counterfeit 20, but that was enough.
They said that man was a porno star. They said he was doing counterfeiting. They said he got domestic violence charges on him. All this, I'm talking about you bringing up all this for what? That man got killed. We seen it. This ain't something that was said. This is something that we seen. He got murdered live on video.
So what's the next step for you? What's the next if the police brutality don't stop, and we know they're gonna drag their feet. They're gonna drag their feet on this thing. We see that man, that cop shouldn't have had no bail. He shouldn't have.
I think the solution to all this is not to make those cops, period, feel comfortable enough to come into black communities, beat or kill anybody. You shouldn't feel comfortable.
Mm-hmm. So
I'm talking about if you scared to be around black people, guess what? You shouldn't work in the black community. They should assign you somewhere else to be.
So my thing is, so we know that was kind of similar to what the Panthers did during that time. Remember, they was shooting out with the police and everything.
But it was a different type of people.
Yeah.
Up to like the people now.
Yeah.
They'll pull out their cell phone and record you. Ain't nobody gonna jump in to help you.
Right. Hold on, we got a caller. You rocking with the Fat Cat Show? What's happening? Oh, okay, they just listening. But hey, it's just one of them things, man. We definitely have to do something different. I don't myself. When I looked at the video, for the longest, it was hard for me to watch it. And when I seen it got to the point where this man was calling for his mama, you know, that really irked me. You know what I'm saying? And then the thing that get me, I know most people don't care. Most people might not care, but they wonder about the anger of black people. Like, why we got so much rage and anger and all that. I know they know the real underlying reason, but they trying to play it off like we really don't have no reason to be angry. But we're watching stuff like this all the time, and we're sick. Of course, we're sick of the social ills that's going on in our neighborhood too. We don't want to live around the mans and rays and all of that stuff either. We don't want to be around that type of stuff ourselves. But at the same time, things that are happening to people, whether they got criminal records or not, are happening to innocent black people also.
Yeah, long as we don't go off subject. I ain't talking about what we talking about right now.
Yeah,
I'm saying the games they trying to talk about something else. Black on black crime. Black people not taking care of their fathers, which we know none of that stuff is true.
Right.
You a good father. I think I'm a good father.
Yeah.
The guys that I know, they're good fathers. Where did this bullcrap rhetoric come from?
Right.
That black men don't take care of their kids.
Right.
I'm talking about black guys walk away from their family at the same rate as white people.
Right. So I don't know. I don't know if my cuz was trying to call in and couldn't hear me. Could you hear me, cuz? I think that was him that was trying to call in. The caller that was trying to call in. Did you hear me call? Did you hear me talking with you or not? I don't know if my lines are still messed up or not, but anyway, man, I want to get into our topic for today, because I know we've been on this this subject for the longest, because this has been the main thing that's been in the headlines for the longest. But we're gonna take it to a lighter subject. But our topic for today is: do men and women worry about the same things? Like, do we have the same worries? Like I saw a post. I got that from you from a post that you posted earlier on your timeline when you said, "Do women worry about hairlines?" You know, do they worry about their hairlines like we do? You know, but I guess too. When we were younger, we didn't think about this. But when we first started losing our hair, when stuff started going wrong, we was like, damn, you know. But then after a while, you like, well, you know, what can I do? It's inevitable, you know.
That's a good question. Do they worry about it? They be running around here with them George Jefferson's specials. They just put some weave over it and some glue with some gel.
You know what I don't understand? Why do you get to the point when you know you got a receding hairline, you got a receding hairline, and you got a big forehead with the receding hairline, and then you go get some braids? That's what get me, you know.
Because men usually don't care about no hairlines. They want to know if that booty is fat and if they juicy.
There you go, man. What's wrong with you, man?
I'm just telling the truth. When last time you heard Juice said, man, I ain't about to hit that. Her hairline ain't right.
But I'm saying, do they personally worry about it? You know what I'm saying? I know, because to me, look, I always said this, and people can disagree with me or not, but I always said this. I think it's more likely that an unattractive woman will get selected and get sexed up than an ugly dude. You know.
I don't know. Ugly dude, it depends on if you got money or not. Just like with an ugly chick, if she got a body, oh yeah, somebody gonna get her.
Yeah.
If he got some money, somebody gonna get him. Because everybody used to know their place. If you're not a nice looking girl, you know you got to pay, or you got to be real nice.
Okay. Let's say this. Let's get this example. Let's say what's that ugly comedian, that chick, Leslie something. What is her name? Leslie something. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah. What about her?
Just say she ain't who she is. Just say she's not a comedian. She's just a regular chick in the hood. And then the same for, I'm gonna give another dude, Flavor Flav, in the neighborhood, just a regular guy, no money. Who gets the better outcome with love in good sex life? Who gets the better outcome?
Oh, Leslie gonna pay.
Huh?
Leslie and Flavor gonna pay.
But no, I'm saying they don't have their money. They don't have money like that. They just regulars.
Oh no, nobody gonna mess with neither one of them if they ain't got no money.
But Leslie would more likely be the one that gets chosen, because the ugly woman can get by.
Well, she might be a real nice person, but the crazy part about it is, if you know you're not a nice looking person, stop trying to go get a model look type. You know that you can't get. Come on, get what you can get.
And that's
real big girls. You know what they usually go get? Weed heads or alcoholics.
Mm-hmm.
If you try to go, a regular dude will leave you.
Right.
That's terrible. I'm saying that.
You know what? I know one thing that women worry about a little bit more than men do, and that's aging. You know, because most of them don't like to tell their age. You know, you ask a woman their age, man, and they going wacko about it. You know what I'm saying? So, but I think with men, we accept it. We accept it more than anything. You know what I'm saying? We'll be like, okay, you know, you think that's the case too? Was that your experience with it?
I don't know. I never cared that much.
Cuz said women worry more than men. We reach an age where we don't care. Yeah, we don't. We don't.
Is that after menopause or what?
You talking about women or men? What you talking
Women
about?
only when I get
I
menopause.
know, but I'm talking. But I know you a comedian. You like to drop. I'm talking about women to be. But hey, but I'm just saying. I didn't say that, ladies. So if you wanna get down on somebody, you get this guy right here. But I just think women do have words, but I think now things are kind of like changing, and because you see the difference in like
Changing like what? What was you talking about?
the millennials. They don't carry themselves like
Oh, I don't know. I ain't never tried to talk to a millennium before.
you got a daughter.
I said, man, I never tried to talk to her. I'm talking about as far as dating and all that. I don't like young chicks like that, so I don't know.
No, I'm just saying. Period. Just
How
how
do you know about it?
I'm just saying how they carry themselves and stuff like that.
How do you know how they carry themselves?
Cause I got millennial kids. Hold on.
How do you know about it?
I'm just saying you rocking with the Fat Cat Show? What's happening?
How do you know how they carry themselves?
Cause I got Yep. millennial kids. Hold on. Hello, you rocking with the Fat Cat Show? What's happening? I don't know. I can't. I don't know. I guess my lines must be down because they didn't click the number one. I can't get them. Hold on, one more time. Rocking with the Fat Cat Show. What's happening? I don't know. I guess my lines must be down because they didn't click the.
Yeah. You getting on feedback.
Yeah, feedback. So I don't know, man. What talk about how I know? I got millennial kids, dude.
But what are we talking about right now? We talking about dating. You ain't dating your kids.
But I'm saying how they carry themselves. Period.
As far as what?
As far as like the young males, most of the young males. I went to plain and simple. I went to a party the other week, and just with some of how these young males carry themselves sometimes it ain't like back in the day how when we were young men and we tried to keep a masculinity about ourselves, and you know what I'm saying, we didn't wear straight tight pants and stuff like that. We didn't do all that.
I don't know. Them Levi's was kind of tight back in the day.
I'll talk about when we were teenagers. Back in
Okay, what age did I can tell you because I know what grade and what age that when people the clothes start getting baggy and people start sagging and all
in the
that.
90s.
Right, 90 what?
About 90.
89, 90.
Yep, 89, 90. Yep.
People start sagging to try to get the pants off their butt because it was too tight on their butts. I was one of them people.
Yeah, you start seeing the clothes changing.
Yeah. Because you remember back in the day, like Diodora was the shoe.
Right.
In Adidas, and you used to want your pants to be so tight you can have your tongue stick out.
Right.
Then all that's starting to change.
Mm-hmm.
I said clothes start getting loose. And the same thing will happen with the guys that's going on now. Stuff they took it further than we took it because their pants is real tight.
Right.
But you can see the veins in their legs.
Right. You said the veins in the legs. But I just want to put this out here. I'm sorry for those that might be trying to call the show but can't get it. I don't know what's happening with the lines or what. But I do apologize. But y'all keep commenting. We'll make sure your comment get read on the show. But man, I just what else do you think? What do you think is a common worry with men and women? What do you think a common worry is with us?
I don't know.
What up, Joanna? You
You know what one of my biggest fears is right now?
what?
That scares me to death. Getting somebody pregnant at my age. I would be so upset. That would mess me up. That would mess everything up. I'm saying, oh my goodness, I don't want to be nobody's father no more. I'm done.
Yeah, I can see that being something for an individual.
Could you imagine your wife saying, "Look, I'm sorry, I'm pregnant right now." What would you do?
Oh man, you know what?
Would you give a silent cry?
You know what? Me trying to watch a baby, a little baby at this age right now. Boy, I'd be crying like it ain't nothing, boy. It'd be hell to pay the price.
Could you imagine trying to get some sleep and a baby hollering and waking you up?
Oh
Or
man.
you having to get up at 1 o'clock in the morning and take a dirty diaper outside? Oh man.
Yeah. You see, and
Or the baby screaming and hollering, "Go warm that bottle up for me." Warm the bottle up? Hell no.
do women? I'm wondering about this. Do women worry about low sex drives? As well as me? Do they worry about low sex drives? We like, like dang. Cause that's one of my fears that I get to that point where I'm like, man, hey.
You fears for you having a low sex drive, like I don't want to do it.
That'd be a nightmare for me. But
all you gotta do is start taking your ED medication, and that would happen.
Well, you speak highly on that stuff, huh? Don't you? You know about it, huh? But hey, that'll be some real scary stuff. I wonder, do women worry about things like that? You know what I'm saying? And I know women, most women too. They scared about because most women get them little bald spots at the top of their hair, be looking like a Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yeah, I was with this chick, and she had the little bald spot on the top of the head. And you could really see it, like when the sun hits it.
And they be trying to wear their hair down. They be trying to wear their hair.
I said, man, you got a spot in your head. She said, yeah, my hair be coming out right here sometime, but I be dying. And I said, you old George Jefferson ass chick.
Damn. Wow, man.
I had messed around with a chick because she was going through menopause. She had a low sex drive. And I went through it all, man. I said, oh my God. Because I heard a lot of times a man will leave their wife for that. And I can see myself leaving.
Wow. Cuz say they don't have low sex drives unless they're sick. Yeah, so hey, man, I just,
That's what your cousin said?
Yeah. So.
Oh, that's your cousin that's a doctor? Which one is it?
Stop. Juwana, sis, I'm wondering, what is it that you think is a common worry between men and women, or is it a worry that's separate from the sexes that's out here that you think that you see that goes on? I just, men, we kind of we scared of most of us are scared to go to doctor's appointments.
I don't know who's scared of that. I ain't scared.
Most of us are scared. We don't like to go to doctor's appointments. We just don't do it. That's a weird part, because like I said, I just I hate to bring it up, but the guy that worked on the church, he was one of them. He like, I don't go, I don't gotta go to the doctor, and he ended up just this weekend just having a stroke, and but he always talked against going to the doctor. He felt like I could smoke marijuana and hey, and this it'll take care of it. But
yeah, you abuse your body over time, it will fight back and let you know that something ain't right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I know I knew about that from drinking. Like when I was younger, I used to drink a lot, and as I got older, I started having problems. That's why I stopped drinking. Period.
Yep.
You start having problems. I'm talking about as far as stomach problems, digesting food, and all that. Like, cause I used to love spicy foods. All that changed.
You think the worry about being, let's say growing old and lonely is a common problem between both men and women? Or
Yeah, I'm talking about that's something that you can't prevent. It can happen. I done seen this before. Like some people that was I know a couple that was together for 35 years, and he killed himself,
mm,
and now she's single by herself. So you can make all the plans you want to in the world. You could be with somebody for 30 or 40 years, and they can die of cancer, and now you by yourself, and now you got to learn how to date all over again. But you can't live your life worried about certain things, because that's a thing you have no control over.
I sat there and I thought about at that point, I guess I could be thankful to God about this one thing with my grandparents, because they've been married for they were married for the longest, and then when my grandfather died, and by this time my grandmother had dementia, so she really didn't know, but I think spiritually she knew, but I think she was more like, just filling it out and being by herself. I was thinking to myself like, dog, my grandmother is a widow now. You know what I'm saying? But a couple of times she asked me, she said, is your grandfather still living? She asked like she knew, like she felt that other part of her was missing. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, you can make all the plans you want to in the world. This is life, real life. This is not scripted. This is not a reality show.
Yeah.
Your mate can die and leave you by yourself.
Right.
So why even live your life worried about certain things that you have no control over?
But you know what? I think that for the longest, like I said, my biggest fears two of my biggest fears came true within a year and a half, and that was losing my grandparents, and that was always one of my biggest fears, and just losing your parent, any kind of parent, period, and so I faced that fear, and so, but I think it's natural to have certain fears. It's natural to have certain fears. I don't think it's a right or wrong. I think we all secretly have our type of fears, phobias or whatnot. But I think I don't think nothing is wrong with it. I think we all people that say they not scared, that's the ones I'm worried about. I ain't scared of nothing, but I know you lying, because I know it's something that you got a fear of. What you doing over there, man?
Nothing.
Yeah, so I don't know. I just think of what's a common thing. I don't think people initially want to be lonely. You know what I'm saying? I think
you know what one of my biggest fears is, just to be 80 or 90 years old sitting in the home by my damn self.
Oh,
scary, huh?
Yeah.
I'm talking about maybe I was married to my wife for 30 years or something, and as we got older together, she died, left me by myself. Now I'm sitting at home, keep looking out the window, worrying about is my child gonna come see me.
You know what too? I think and I remember thinking like that when I used to go see my grandfather, and I'm looking at all these people that's up in here, you know, like wow. I said, is that gonna be the end fate for me? Even though right now my kids be telling me, Daddy, you and Mama not going in the home, but you don't never know what you know.
Yeah, you don't even know if your kids might get in a car accident and die.
Yeah, it's just
You don't know what's gonna happen.
right, and that's the biggest thing to me too. To you know, is not just the fact of not being able to take care of yourself. You know, somebody gotta wipe you and take you know you using the bathroom.
Yeah.
And all
What
that type of
if he was like 70 years old? You was out shoveling the snow and fell down the steps and broke your back, and they had to put you in a home. That's the guy you got to feed you.
I'm getting depressed right now. Cuz said that's where your children come into play. Yeah, but,
Yeah, them kids ain't about SHIT. Help them kids.
man, you know, you just never know. Then you could be a good parent and take care of your kids, and they still grow up to just do you greasy and throw
Look,
you know.
like your grandfather's son went about his business, didn't he? And I'm sure your grandfather raised that man.
Yeah.
What about his business? Your kids can do the same thing. It don't matter what you do for them, how good you are to them, they will turn their back on you.
Mm-hmm.
That's something to be afraid about.
Yeah. So but like I said, and then too, naturally, we all worry about our kids. Period. Just you know whether they are successful. We don't want to see them. You know, we don't want to see them fail in life. We don't want to see nothing happen to them. Because I remember I didn't understand that as a kid, why my grandparents used to be so worried when we went certain places and stuff like that. And then now I sit and I have them same type like fears that I pray so much that God will protect my kids and that, you know, he keep that hedge of protection around them. And so I got these same, I be like, man, I see why my grandparents used to worry so much, you know, because there's so much going on. You got all these pedophiles out here. You got, of course, you got other bad kids that's out here that's carrying guns and all that. And so you what a minute, cuz said, mind check on me. That's good too. That's good. But I just think about the millions and thousands of parents who kids don't just stick them in the home. It was one guy my grandfather had, his roommate, man, his nobody came up there and checked on him. You know, and so I used to visit both of them at the same time. And
you know what I say? You give me a hospital bed and put me in the living room.
Put you in the living room. You be like, I'm hungry.
I'm hungry. Woo! I'm hungry.
Hey, but you know what? It's all good. I guess you just got to get prepared for, you know, whatever, because anything can happen.
You can't prepare for that.
Anything can happen. I guess that's why they said, you know, remember your creator in the days of your youth. So when them dark times come, you know, hey, you be prepared for it, because you know dark times is coming. You know that it's coming. You gonna get to the point, because I never in my life have would I have thought that my grandfather and grandmother would get to the point, you know, where they wouldn't be able to walk. Period. You know, my
it's gonna happen to you too.
Huh?
It's gonna happen to you too.
Man, everything that happened to me, you say happened to me, I'll put it back on.
If you live long enough,
but
that's what's gonna happen.
But that don't happen.
Your body breaks down.
But it don't happen to everybody. Look, for instance,
Who?
My wife's grandfather was 90-something years old. He was still walking. My grandfather, my father's father, was 90-something years old, still walking.
But guess what? Sometimes people's bodies fall apart, and sometimes people's mind is not as sound.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. See, and
you forget stuff now. So what you think?
Huh?
You forget stuff now.
Hey, I have a lot on my mind, but I ain't gonna chalk it up to dementia. I ain't speaking that to existence. You can speak that all you want to into existence.
He said, I got a lot of stuff on my mind.
Yeah. I admit that I'm not as sharp as I used to be, but hey, I'm not claiming it.
What you be telling your wife? What's my name again? I'm forgetting. I got a lot of stuff on my mind.
Oh man, what's wrong with you, dog? But hey, that's. But I just thank God for now. That's all I can do. I thank Him for now, and I hope things.
You know what's another fear?
What?
Just losing my damn teeth. Like, what if you went to go buy the apple and your front tooth fell out?
Ooh, you know I had a dream like that. I had a dream.
You dream about your teeth fall out. That's a sign of death, right?
Man, I don't subscribe to that.
I'm just telling you.
I don't subscribe to that. What dream guru you just became?
I don't know. All I know is we living on our last days.
You know what? You know what? I'm not even gonna mess with you with that. But
no, that's what old folks say. You dream about your teeth falling out. That's a sign of death.
And you actually believe that?
I do.
What about the black bird flying in the house? That's a sign of death. All of that.
I don't know about that because we had a lot of birds flying to our window and die.
Man, what's wrong with you? But anyway, man, I just hope. Man, I ain't never heard about having a dream about it. If anybody heard about that?
Yeah, I bet you somebody have.
If anybody heard about that, let me know. Comment below and let me know.
This is nothing I've just made up, okay?
I ain't never heard that. And my people are Southern people. I ain't never heard no mess like that. Hey. But anyway.
Have you ever heard somebody say we living in our last days before?
Yeah, plenty of time.
Do you believe that?
What? Did I believe that?
See.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I do. See, I know.
They haven't been saying for a couple of 100 years.
I know, but time is nothing to God. They said a year is as 1,000 days.
So for somebody to just say we living in our last days. They ain't God. They just a regular jumbo off the streets.
They say a day is as 1,000.
90 seconds.
But anyway, man, you got me all messed up. But anyway, Cuz said he haven't heard of that right there. But anyway.
Your cousin say he ain't heard of it.
Yeah.
It must not be true.
It must not be true because he lived longer than you. But anyway, we want to thank everybody for tuning in to the Fat Cat Show. Silly T Bills, man, always got something. But if anybody else ever heard of that, lose a tooth dream,
60 seconds,
and that's equating to death, you let me know, because I haven't heard of it. But anyway, just be safe out there, take it easy, and still be mindful of the COVID-19. It's still out here, it's still prevalent, and if you out there protesting, make sure you do it correctly. Make sure you do it correctly.
Dab it up, baby. Dab it
up. And just be safe and continue to love each other and pray and
you're supposed to say because I love you too.
Pray for your neighbor because I love you too. But anyway, we up out of here, y'all. Peace.
10 seconds.